interwebs. This is, of course, game number 1745 here with my look at Field of Glory 2 Medieval. We're going to continue with where we left off the last time. Just checking to make sure everything is streaming correctly on multiple services. Yeah, that's looking good there. Let's see if it's getting over to Steam yet. Hoping it will be there soon. A little bit of a rough start with some of these multi-stream setups. Last time it worked a little faster and better on Steam, I think. Okay. Just wondering here. Sorry for the little rough start here. There we go. There we go. I want to see the chat here. Okay. Let's just drop that into there. And that's very good. Now we're live on all three. A bit more of a delay over on Steam. But hey, yeah, I know we're sort of repeating this over minutes. Come out here. Hello everyone. Okay, seems like things are going well. Maybe we'll get a few people showing up here soon. That would be nice. How is your probably Friday evening for most people doing for the whatever day this is that these guys are battling? Some not so well. Right, well, we're coming in the middle of the... Hey Martin, how you doing? I'm in the middle of the battle that we left there, so let me also record this for future posting. Okay, we're coming in battle for the Angevin campaign. That is those who become the Plantagenets' attempts to become the Plantagenets. I'm doing quite well. Good to hear you're doing well. Do we want to... No, we'll fire at these guys. Low ammunition already. Okay, let's attack these guys here, routing. Oh, I was hoping they would stop charging already. Or whatever. Okay. They've fired, they've done their thing. Already on low ammo. I think they'll just stay there. Well, these guys have a better chance of doing a little better, but not well. these guys are going to break you very soon. Okay, yeah. This also looks to be a little better possible result. The results aren't going to be good. Gotta get these guys turned around and headed in a good direction. They charged uphill here, but they were so badly wrecked already. Let's see, we're doing slightly better than they are at this point. Yeah, I figured they'd break as well. Battle in the woods. These guys are saying, I'm out of here. Okay, well. Let's head these guys over this side. Fortunately, they're still sort of chasing them. Let's see, in the woods, we have a possible chance of winning war with Lava. No, they did a little better than us. We have 2 turns of ammunition left. Let's come over here, and these guys are already on low ammo. Let's come over here and shoot them in the face. And these guys can come over on the rough ground, they'll do a little better. Because shooting from the rough ground I don't think affects them negatively much. Let's turn our facings that way. Hey Harry, how you doing today? Thanks for showing up over at the Slytherin stream as well. Do appreciate support. They're still chasing theirs. Horses aren't as easy to control as people might like to think. Men sometimes aren't as easy to control as, and now they're doing a little better than us. How different would you say the world would be if the Angevin, I keep messing that word up, Angevins managed to beat the French fully into submission? I don't know. Richard de la Cour, also known as Richard the Lionheart, has sort of heroic entrances at the end of various Robin Hood movies. I don't know that it's quite true. I don't know what evidence they have. I just quite honestly don't know. But it's often said he didn't really like England. Now, I know he didn't spend much time in England. That's for damn sure. he, goes on crusade to the Holy Lands and gets taken prisoner on the way back. That's sort of the whole King John thing. And I'm sort of getting your question there, Ari, because he's sort of to some degree pivotal for me, because he is one of the after the Plantagenets are fairly well established. I mean, he's the son of the Henry that we're trying to get to form the Plantagenet king here in this campaign, just to sort of give Richard his place. And it was this Henry who marries, what's her name? I forget right offhand. Played by Katharine Hepburn in The Lion in Winter. That gets the territory down on the southwest of France. Boy, I'm blanking all the names right now. And so that significantly increases their territory in France, as opposed to just Normandy and Calais sort of region, some areas in sort of northern France. And he ends up dying by crossbow bolt in the neck during one of the sieges, just from some sort of more or less random guy on the wall at just one moment seeing a likely target, come through his crossbow, thunk, hits him in the neck, dies a few days later, more of, I think, from infection than anything else. He's spending a lot of his time trying to hold together his French holdings. And that's what he was doing, is at that time trying to keep them together. Various, local lords or whoever sort of deciding to I'll turn a suit here for they're revealed they were hiding lords. Local lords or whatever rebelling from his royal majesty, as it were, or whatever, his rule. So I don't, in no way is it in my thought that the Plantagenets couldn't have conquered France and had a Franco-British, Franco-English, I don't know, empire, but I don't know if the cultural elements are really there. You have to realize, the Norman conquest happened some time ago, but English is still just, in the modern language, is still rather forming at this time still. There's more people are really speaking Anglo-Saxon or Norman French in England, and so it's still sort of working out the situation there. So I have a suspicion that they weren't going to hold it. Various what we call priorities that were just focused more on, for various people, on other things. We attack into the woods. Not my best possible outcome, but they're charging my skirmishers who run away. Good. So, if they beat the French, or, the French kings and their forces totally into submission, that would have held them together for that moment, for sure. I don't want to make it seem like that wouldn't be a possibility, but I don't know that it would hold together long term. We're going to mark you up here. Or have we got you? You know, you're still playing with. Okay, you guys are here. You come up here. Long term, if they would have been able to, because then you get around, you know, the famous St. Crispin's Day speech under Henry V, where we're trying to get what Henry II here. So, you know, by that point, we're looking at a rather different situation. So I don't know if it would have really mattered. It looks like it could be attacked there. Maybe we want to attack. Oh, we can't attack. Oh, why can't we attack here? Charge down the hill at them. They're already fragmented. Very good. Let's fall back, and hopefully you don't break. Good. Was the a barrier or a highway? So from the French perspective, it's definitely a barrier. Come on, stop chasing those guys. They're done for. You use your nice heavy mounted knights in some of these other battles. Oh wow, you keep pinning these guys. I'm trying to get away from you. Now that doesn't look overly promising. I might have asked you this before, but I seemingly can't remember. What got you into history to begin with? When do you say you really got about it? Okay, well, when I was in kindergarten, I was a, you know, really into World War II as a boy, you know, movies and whatnot, and I particularly liked, you know, looking, you know, at books. They needed to have pictures in them, but I could read the captions. I would read at that level, not so much read, you know, everything else written in the books. So picture books on World War II was very much of a thing for me. Okay, well, you're going to join this because we want to hopefully mess with you. Auto brakes, send you routing. We're going to charge there while we can and have the opportunity. These guys won't be able to shoot because we're already meleeing this turn. Maybe I should have fired before there. It's before charging there, but we didn't. You want to? Not really. We are low on ammo. So I guess that's sort of the start. Movies, you know, that we don't want to do. Let's just move up on the flank, and can we turn to face that way? Yes. Just move up here a bit. You guys, come around this way. Sort of out of their charge radius of range. And so, yeah, no, and I don't think you had asked me before, Ari. So I guess that's sort of the start. World War II, movies, books, starting that young in kindergarten. I remember as a little kid there was stories by Gamer, but there's hardly anybody. Hey, Mr. Coco Man and Seaman Dale are also here. Very good. Let me look up here, look at something real quick. Yeah, it says there's a lot of people viewing here, but nobody's saying hi over on Steam. There is, if you're on Steam and there is a chat thing window there. You can say something. Love to have you say hi. I am following all the chats. And so, remember as a kid, we would, like once a week, you know, from the school, a few blocks away, there was a public library with a kids section in it. But the teacher would let me go over to the adults in the section where the World War II to sort of, we didn't check books out, we just looked at them there, or read them there, but we looked through the books on World War II for basically, you know, picture books that had you know, captions below them, because I wasn't really at that point reading, you know, the great bulk of the writings in the books, but still. So that's how far it goes back for me. Turn the tables on them. A lot of our units are like, still, I'm out of here. I'm still out of here. Okay, turn around. I want you to try to back up here. Fighting the fight in the woods. Hopefully get one of the wind draw, but at least I think that was probably a draw. They have fewer men than I do. Okay, well. Not likely to cause any casualties because we're on low ammunition levels. Okay, they're on low ammunition, but may cause some casualties. But crossbows versus knights do a lot better. These archers here, one turn left against knights, which is not overly satisfying for. Swing around to their flank, creating a little bit of a cavalry section here. These guys can move fairly fast. Knights mounted on horse are rather slow, so I don't think they'll be able to catch me. Save my one turn of ammunition, or maybe a juice to your target. Like I said, these guys are already on low, so we might as well turn and shoot. Just on the off chance of getting a casualty or two. Now, as a fairly young kid in school, I didn't like history classes because it was all about memorizing place names and dates and people's names that I'd never really heard of. And so it wasn't that I didn't you know, necessarily like it, but I just wasn't good at trying to remember all that kind of stuff. So I really didn't like history lessons in school. Okay, well, at least you guys can start moving here. But later, once I got into the sort of causes and effects in history, okay, crossbowmen do reasonably well against knights, so now do we want to turn and shoot there, or I think here. Shooting face. Now these guys here are going to, yeah, regular bowmen archers versus knights just don't do well. Since I have nothing really else important to shoot at, let's turn and shoot from the woods. You just, well, yeah, no, we're not gonna. Just turn to face them. If they come here, they have to be in rough ground, and I'm not in rough ground, and that's similarly the case, at least for these two squares. Getting around this cart, this battle cart, you just don't want to attack it, really. It's just going to pin this force there. But by pinning this force there, he won't break or anything. So that sort of works. Oh, no. Yeah, they moved. Okay. And turn. They fell dialing. I figured they might attack those guys there and got disrupted. Well, the cart's turned. The cart, I don't believe, can attack. It's purely a defensive unit. Okay, well. They're on low ammunition. They really can't do much. No, that is a standard wagon. Basically a command capabilities, defensive spearman. Basically it's sort of like, here's our, you know, you have a cross in it, here's our battle standard, here's our sort of whatever that's, no, it's now going to let me move here a bit. Well, if we were to charge them, it won't go too well. But we're going to keep moving around here to get them, come in and get them in the rear. They could charge here. If these guys were to, but they could come up to here. Just get them onto the same level as them. They're now at low ammo. You might as well just shoot even if you're not going to do any good. Well, if these knights attack these Welsh spearmen, we can take these defensive spearmen and hit them in the flank maybe, and maybe hit them in the flank with horsemen here. Okay, those guys are disrupted. These guys need to continue to swing around. These guys are now freed up from there. These guys are going to move here. battling off in the woods. We're going to turn around hopefully next turn. And just there, just sort of hang out, be part of the totals that are not, you know, running away. Not that they're going to do anything really more in this action. Okay, well, they can attack there. Break. Right, okay. Now here, if we were to attack here, that won't go so well. These guys could attack here, and that won't go so well. These guys, okay, but I think maybe if we do it enough, hit them enough times, it may change the outcome well enough. So you guys turn around. It takes a while to move a formation like this. If that will, okay. We're just going to charge them. Flank attack. They fall back. I expected that because they're skirmish cavalry. These guys are trying to do something similar. Oh, I got disrupted but fall back. Okay. Now, we're going to charge in here with these guys. Oh, I probably should have shot these guys first. Yeah, at least they held firm. Now, this is going to be the third attack for them. They're disrupted. Okay. Oh, you come up to here. And shoot. You just go sit up on the hill for the moment. Did we do this? No, not this. It'll automatically resolve these if I forget to do so, but by you resolving them, they happen in the order in which you want them to, which may be beneficial for you over just random orders of solving the attacks. They disperse, that'll help me out. These guys are marching around, they've got a nice line of horse. They're gonna come up the hill at me. They're gonna do okay coming up the hill at me. And they're disrupted, that's good. Oh good, these guys are like, okay, well now you just turn and face the enemy so you don't have enemy behind you. You're gonna charge up there, rear attack, fall back. Now you guys are gonna charge, probably rear attack, probably fall back too, but maybe, yep, fall back, not likely. Charge up to the hill with them. Flank attack, not quite as good as a rear attack, but still. Move units here and turn it and shoot it down. Move up to there and turn that way. You guys just turn this way. Stand up there, face them. I don't know that they'll do so well. Well, they can shoot. Yeah, that'll. Never mind. You should might as well shoot. Fragmented, not just disrupted. guys just hang there. Uh-oh, their general fell. Very good for us. And here, I think we want to pull these guys first here. Not that we're going to get good results, just getting the best results we can. Don't know that helps so much. They're breaking. Oh good, our other troops have returned. We're not doing this turn, I guess. They break. Yeah, they run away. Good. Good, good. Keep these guys dancing around a bit. Their impact fell back. They lost their general. They're not doing nearly as well. You come around. Okay, they break. Very good. Saves these guys. Now here, they can't do. They can shoot. Now, do we want to? Okay, they're pinned. They're locked in place, I should say. Okay, you guys are gonna ride right up to them and shoot them in the back, or throw javelins in their back. Now these guys are sort of pinned here. Yeah, we're gonna ride over to there. We can flank around this way, maybe. We might as well face them. That would be beneficial. This isn't going to go well. What they help? Oh, good. That sort of blocks them in location. Good for them because they can't attack. All right. Well, we're looking like a bit of a Pyrrhic victory, but a Pyrrhic victory is better than a crushing defeat. Oh, the enemy has lost heart. We are victorious. Wow. Okay. Enemy is defeated. Do you wish to accept victory grateful and let the enemy withdraw without further bloodshed? Yeah, I think so, because we're not in very good shape, so we're not going to continue to press this attack. English victory, my lords. We can claim a glorious victory. Okay, let's see. They lost 64%. We lost 26%. Now, I'm presuming this is also including units that would be rallied up after the battle that we got back. You've been victorious this time, but other battles await. Okay. Feudal North. Period from many Western Europeans. Feudal system. Epic battles. So, of noblemen fighting military service of their lords. Exchange for grants of land, the noblemen usually, okay. Okay, I guess we can watch this. Let's see how this goes. This is let's see what this is. As you can tell, I'm not super experienced. Hello, OM glow stick. How you doing today over on Steam? Okay, so epic battles. Norman, English, Hastings. This is jumping back in time. Let's take the English side. Battle of Hastings, 1066. Let's see how this goes. Now we're jumping back because I guess we succeeded at. That was the last battle of that campaign. But let's the standard Scots. Yeah, let's check this out. Okay, yeah, basically it's all the battles are objective rout the enemy. We are this side here. I think, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah. We've got a shield wall. They've got their Norman Knights. What is the one thing we don't want to have our king do? Does anybody know what we don't want our king to do? Okay, what don't we want the English king to do, people? Anybody can chime in. Twitch, YouTube, Steam. Battle of Hastings. We're the English king. What is the one thing we don't want the English king to ever do? Thing that probably lost the English the battle. Oh, come on, people. I know there's not terribly many of you out there, but... And there we go. Maybe even if Harry's still around, just make a guess. What do we not want the English king to do? A little bit closer so we can see the nice animations, well. You can see the ground, they've sort of made it look like a painting. Okay, well, I guess you guys don't know history or English history very well. Just talking to my friend Exergen before the start of all of this. They can come through one layer, but they can't come through more than one layer of enemy. I think we're just going to sit here with our shield wall and wait for the enemy to attack us. Okay. Our king, where is our king? Is this... Yeah, Harold Godwinson. He is our king. He is the Anglo-Saxon king. And I'm not going to tell you guys, if no one can guess what the English king should never do in the Battle of Hastings, we should never have him do. I'm not going to tell you. Harold Godwinson. A relatively recent king of England, not of any, if I remember my history correctly, of any great long-term lineage or anything like that. The former ruling family dies out without heir, so everybody thinks they should be king of England. They've got a claim. Well, you know, not everybody, obviously, but a lot of people do. He is, Harold Godwinson is the favorite of the Anglo-Saxons. The English would be an old pronunciation for the term. That converts into the English eventually. Well, so he's the sort of local popular choice. Well, there had been up in the north the Danelaw, and there was a sort of Danish-Norwegian type king. I think maybe a bit more Norwegian than Danish, but I'm not sure if that really mattered at this time period as a distinction. Called Harold Hardrada. I think it's sort of like Harold Hardhead or something like that, maybe translated into English, but Harold Hardrada. He invades the last real sort of Viking invasion of any real meaningful sense of England. He comes down because he does have some tenuous claim to be king of England. He comes down and lands in sort of the north of England. And Harold Godwinson marches the English army north to meet him, sort of, I think, not quite as far as Newcastle up there, but maybe Hull or something like that up there, and has the Battle of Stamford Bridge. Now, I don't know specifically where Stamford Bridge is. Someone is talking over in the Steam. Hello, Shanto. How you doing? Alright, so you got the high ground dealing with a lot of archers. Historically, you need to hold. Yes, mount some kind of attack without range units. That's going to be difficult. Do not move your king downhill. He's happy where he is. You can perhaps try a tactic like Napoleonic fate, move your horses back, maybe. And Shanto, do you know what the one thing the English king should not do at the Battle of Hastings? This battle is a famous example of why you should always try to hold a few of your archers, or try to have a few archers in your army. His strange debate why the English army at Hastings didn't have any archers to repulse the Norman landing. Well, I can tell you a little bit of why I think, at least I think, obviously I wasn't there and don't know, but can you tell me the one thing that an English king should not do at the Battle of Hastings? Not get shot, basically? Well, yeah, but sometimes you don't charge at them. No. What you shouldn't do is you shouldn't have your English king look up and get shot in the eye. So it's, you know, you might not be able to control what the enemy's doing, but don't look up and get shot in the eye. Take the arrow, hit on your helmet, and have it deflected. That's probably... Okay, so Godwinson goes up to Stamford Bridge and actually sort of lures Harold Hardrada's men. Again, I'm going off just off of memory, people, so I'm sure that's the one, yeah. Up north, there, lures them onto the bridge, and they sort of use sharp, pointy sticks and whatnot, often called spears, and really destroys the last Viking invasion of Britain. Well, Harold then, because another group of Norsemen, now calling themselves Normans, from Normandy, named after them in France, and William the Bastard is over here somewhere, who thinks he should be king of England, that he has a claim. So he's come over to England as well. And because of tides and wind conditions, it takes them sort of a while to get over there, along with forming the army. And while the Battle of Stamford Bridge is going on, he basically comes over and constructs himself a quickie castle. Quickie fort, real sort of quickie. And then instead of trying to do a blitzkrieg around, he's trying to establish a secure base for supplies and equipment and whatnot. And he's hauling off of his ships and doing that. So it gives Harold Godwinson, who wins the battle against Harold Hardrada and sends them packing, he marches his army heroically, speedily, fast down south to London. But as I understand it, and Shanto is very good, Google, they took York and declared Harold Hardrada King of England on hearing the Viking Norse invasion. Harold Godwinson quickly gathered the men that he could and marched 170 miles to face them. They marched 37 to 45 miles a day, going as fast as they could and carrying a heavy kit. Yes, absolutely. So they get up there and they have this battle and they win. And then he marches them south again. And my understanding, and he gets them about down to London, and they're just done in after marching north, battle, marching south, because it is, I mean, yeah, some people have horses, you know, I'm sure the king had a horse somewhere around, but they're basically, this is all a foot army. And so that army is just basically done in, is from what I understand. This is sort of a second, you know, and so the first, you know, the fjord is what this is sort of is what they call it, is sort of the Anglo-Saxon levy is called the fjord. And this is sort of the second fjord raised, because they had raised another fjord and moved it north. And I know there are some men that were already at the Battle of Stamford Bridge in this, but I think a lot of these men that are at this battle were not the ones at Stamford Bridge, because I'm sure for a fact a lot of men dropped out on the march south. They just couldn't keep coming. Now that doesn't mean they don't show up 2 or 3 days later, a week later. I'm sure some will probably die from whether wounds, bad drinking water, whatever, you know. Some are going to never show back up. Some are, you know, but, you know, would show up later, but they just don't get there. Yeah, led his army, most of whom were afoot. Yeah, across days, the English army marched day and night, and with such speed that Harold's army only knew the King Harold's location when they saw them rushing towards their camp. Yeah, so I think to a point is they didn't have archers at the time. It's not that they didn't have them in England, it's that they just didn't have them for this battle, is why they didn't have much in the way of archers. I don't know how useful my few skirmishers, these guys are sort of locked in here behind this double row. Could move these out. I don't know how useful they're going to be against. They have 5 turns of ammunition against shooting at these other guys. So, especially seeing these guys outnumber them. So they're going to, well, if the AI is smart, they will concentrate all their archery on particular units instead of spreading it around. If I move my archers, it might make them not shoot at some of my other units, but I don't know quite how well that'll be. So I'm going to sort of hold my archers, maybe to shoot over friendly units if I can, like we can sort of here at some units once we get, you know, more critical targets. So we're just going to sit here and let this happen. And just to let everyone know, both on my streams as well as those on Steam, if you don't already know, there's the Slytherin sale, and also includes Matrix games. They're basically the same company, just different branding nowadays. For sale for just about everything except for some of the newest releases are not on sale. So now's the time to pick something up if you're at all considering it. Not trying to push anything particular on you, just if it's something you might want to do, now's the time to do it. I'm just going to continue to be, because I'm sort of, these guys are refusing my left. I mean, they're ready to come up and pounce at anybody that attacks here. Sort of held there. And again, we're held on the swamp, so they really can't get around us. They have a more mobile army, as we can see with their horse. But I don't know if you know this about horses. They really aren't terribly interested in running into a bunch of sharp pointy sticks with metal, you know, sharp pointy things on the metal stick on the end, spears. They really don't want to do that. That's not, you know, a thing that they look forward to on a daily basis. So they don't really want to, the knights here, if we stay as a relatively compact force here, really want to come in at us. So we're going to see, and see if I start coming out here, these guys are probably going to, because they're light javelin, evade, and I'm going to break my line. So either they can get to throw their javelins at me all they want, or if they want to try to melee battle with me, I will oblige them. But they will eventually run out of ammo, where it's about 5 or 6 turns, depending maybe on the unit. They run out of ammo and they go to low ammo, and at that point they hardly do any damage. Might do a little, but not much. It's like half strength or quarter strength damage. It's like they're just scrounging various things from the battlefield, so they sort of kind of get to do things. Now, I don't know if this was meant to be played from the Norman side for the AI, or I don't know, but I guess they're really just planning maybe on softening up entirely with the skirmishes first. Do not run towards pointy things. Yes, exactly. So you know, you can convince a horse to run towards a group of men, especially if you can get them like on the flank or the rear, or if they're already running away. Yeah, you can train horses. Horses can be trained to go into combat and to, you know, actually help sort of the combat. We did lose one stand of men there. Yeah, I'm just going to keep taking the punishment. We're going to lose here. I guess this is my forlorn hope. They get to deal with these, but it's protecting the center behind them. First quarter is all about morale. Yep. And so, you know, you can definitely use horses in warfare, but you want to use them wisely. Like in the Napoleonic era, I think there's only one real documented case in which charging cavalry broke a properly formed and, you know, whatnot square, you know, good morale. They broke squares that had either been, you know, blasted with musketry or blasted with canister, and, you know, really sort of opened them up and then charged in and broke them that way. But so long as they, you know, kept their muskets with bayonets on them, and whether in a rally square or in a more formal square, they, other than just the one case that I know of, at least in fighting the Western campaigns against the English, only one documented case of horse breaking a square. For those of you on Steam, there's a link to my YouTube page if you haven't already followed that there. And because we're also streaming live, and to my Twitch channel. We're streaming live on those services as well. Remember, what I did in the English in the end was crossbows and archers working high and low together. nigh on impossible to block them both. Yeah. Now crossbows at this period really aren't much of a thing. You know, I don't really think they really even had crossbows at this time period. I think they come in considerably later. Maybe they're around here because these are, you know, like light archers. You know, this guy looks like he has a crossbow on his back. Oh, okay, light crossbowmen. I guess they do have light crossbowmen, but they really aren't what they become more in the Renaissance. In the ancient world, they definitely had a torsion. The Romans had a torsion crossbow, in which is sort of like their bigger ballistas, but it was man-held, mostly for use in fortifications. That was, you know, sort of rope torsion. And it's also known, but I don't know we know a whole lot about it, but the gastrophetes, the belly bow, is sort of like a bow-sized, a big bow crossbow thing to use. But yeah, there's very little in the way of crossbows at this time. It's really more of a later medieval weapon that really comes into use at that phase. And I'm sure, trust me guys, I'm probably telling you something wrong out of some of this stuff because I'm just going from memory while playing the game. Okay, another group of crossbows, but not many. Mostly archers. Of course, these are Norman archers prior to getting the okay, here they come, the Welsh longbowmen, and then later English longbowmen that really have an effect. And in this game, knights, those that are considered knights, do not take very much damage from bowmen, but they do take damage. You know, they do take some damage, but not very much, like I say. But they do take damage from crossbowmen and longbowmen. So if you have either of those, word of the day, gastrophetes, very good. You got the YouTube video there, cool. So yeah, if you want to really go after proper knights, which we really don't know that we have much on our side. The Normans are coming in with them here. I'm not quite sure. These, I guess, are just more heavy foot this time. And so what we want to do is we want to have them bring up their forces, do a little bit of what their sort of the AI is doing now, is break up their formations by not keeping their formations as they move up. Have them hopefully impact on us where we are at something of an advantage. You know, being able to hit one unit with 2 or 3 or whatnot, and weaker spots, and then once they start breaking, roll down the hill and push them off. Right, very good. And this is definitely about a morale game, so losing some of these units here won't be good for me. Now, what I think I want to do. Okay, Sub-General, Huscarls. These are some of the good melee troops here. Now, the general in your unit really makes that unit perform very, very well. Looks like all the Godwinson family is here. Sheriff of Middlesex. Sheriff in those days is not like what we think of as sheriff in the modern sense. Yeah, I think we'll abandon this unit here and move. I don't know that. Well, are any of these open ground? Good quality, good quality, good quality. Yeah, we'll abandon this unit for the general. Move the general to there. That'll make that unit much better because I'm going to let the front rank. And I don't want the general to fall. It'll cause morale effects for the units around, and although he might be able to fight really well here, it's sort of going to be unsupported. I would have sort of preferred to put him in the second line and just keep this as a forlorn hope to get slaughtered. Do you get any charge bonuses for running downhill in the game? I don't know that running downhill for charge bonuses. You definitely get bonuses for being at the top of the hill, because as you can sort of see, this square is at the edge of this hill here. This square is at the edge of this hill, so it's going to be battling somebody who's upslope versus you, and you definitely get a bonus with that. No, I am not the best expert on this game. I would count that to be probably Richard of York, or Richard York, the YouTuber, streamer. He is very good with this. I've watched him play a bunch of this and learned quite a bit from him. And times, I'm talking to him on chat, and he goes, "Hey, this is a challenge to fight." I'm not saying I'm better or anything. Just like he's trying to drum up the idea into doing a collab stream, and I'm going, "Yeah, you kicked my butt." He's really good at this. And knows the details. Oh, and yeah, knows the details of the game in and out. Okay, they're retreating. They've launched probably most all of their ammo. And like I was saying, if you weren't here earlier, missile units go to low ammo, so they do just minimal damage after a point. So now they have used up their ammo. Could have some effect, but not much against proper steady troops. Now you do have a charge phase and a melee phase for battle. And now that we're sort of a little bit better, we're going to look at see if there's any ideas that we should see about trying to with that. And I really don't know our spearman type here to see whether receiving the charge or trying to make the charge would be better for us. I do not know that. This looks like a muddle in here, but yeah, I may know what it's doing better than I can think of it. Okay. So, like here, we can just take this here. You can see a impact phase, I guess what we would say, which we're going to lose, but the melee phase we could do well. So probably against this horse unit we should receive the charge. Here, if we come in, we will do maybe okay on the impact, but not on the melee phase, which is not good for us. Now they can come up here and try to concentrate here, but we can maybe deal with that. Okay, now, no, there are two. Let's come out here. I know we're dealing with knights, and we just have regular bowmen for this stuff here. But let's just shoot them in the face, as it were. Hopefully they'll retreat back through our ranks when they get charged. What can be good is they may charge and then keep charging into my troops and do a little better for us in that. So this guy here, they would not do well on the impact, but do very well in the melee rank because they're Huscarls, however you pronounce that, and they are have a general with them. Okay, so they're sort of funneling in here. We're going to face these guys. That was actually a misclick. I didn't really mean to attack, but okay. Not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to face them that way, not attack, but nah. Same sort of results. I didn't want them to get around to my flank and then turn and be on my flank. Well, that's really just more what I wanted to happen there. Right. Okay. Okay, see, they did not do well and fell back. No, they did okay. These guys did okay. We're getting another charge in. These did okay. Their charge, that charge failed and they fell back. They came in at the corner of this group. Like I said, I just wanted to sort of angle them. I didn't need to actually have them attack. Okay, yep, these guys. And the horse unit kept going and impact into ours. Well, disrupted us, which isn't good. Right, okay, well. These guys are somewhat pinned in here. They can't, they could, ooh, that could be good there. I don't really want to lose the hill advantage. I really don't want to have them on my flank. Can they turn this way this turn? No, I guess not. Okay, but they're there to... Okay, well, if we can win against the horse, that would be a benefit to us, which we didn't. Let's see what this does for us here. They're disrupted, but there's not nothing on these guys. And hopefully in the melee form. Okay, so we're gonna hopefully next turn do well. That 2-to-1 in that engagement there. They're disrupted. I'm not happy that they got disrupted. They auto break. Okay. Well. Hello. Tan Cobite, how you doing? Plantagenet gets graphical release now that the engine seems to be developing. Well, I don't think there's any more plans for Slytherin/Matrix to do any work with Pike and Shot anymore. At least that's what I'm hearing from them, unfortunately. I could be wrong on that. I do stream for Slytherin and Matrix weekly. Actually, earlier today, I was streaming for them. One of their in-house streamers, if you will, or one of their streamers for them. But I don't think they're going to do this now. What is going to be the future of the Field of Glory engine? We were talking about it a little bit. I think they have plans, but nothing soon. Doing some later Field of Glory 2 work, but they're really focusing right now on Medieval and doing some DLCs, Field of Glory Medieval. Fighting from an elevated position, usually winner. Oof, yeah. I think the northern flank is looking a bit flaky. Yeah, pike and shot was weird because units don't care about the flanks. Yeah, no, flanks are really... Now, okay, yeah, I have not played pike and shot. I like the era. Very much so. Let's see, I think we can do the most sort of chaos right there. So here, to flank, this unit here cannot flank this unit here, even if it's sitting in the rear, because it's starting out in front of it. But if it starts here, you know, if the start of the charge happens from this square, it would be a flank hit. You'd actually have to come from the rear to hit them in the rear, or you come from the flank and hit them in the flank. But if you start your charge, you start your attack somewhere in front, even if you're in this square, this would still be a frontal attack. It's only a flank attack if you start on their flank and moved at their flank. So flank and rear matter critically, but it's not just a fact of somehow attacking this unit while being in this square. Now if you can get here and do it, but see, if you come here and you're facing this, because you'll need to turn yourself and face at least into this sort of direction, you've now put your flank on these units to get hitting the flank. So you sort of have to play all of that. Okay, specifically unit basis, certain types of formations had protection against flanking, yeah. So I don't know if I want to try to go after these after my last little not so great moment there, because I can't quite deal with the flanks. Okay, this is the Huscarls, and he's as a general, so he's pretty good. This guy, of course, got... Now, he can rally back to being non-disrupted, because he isn't really that badly hurt, but we'll see what the actions are around. But we just like a good... Okay, that's the kind of thing I wanted to have happen. A lot of damage to them, stay in line. That was my biggest fear, was that they were going to move out of line. You guys can turn around for the moment. Okay, do I want to use... No, I'm not going to use one of my turns of ammo for there. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't want to come out of that line. I know, I just want to see. So for here, if they come here, I want to hit them in their flank. Task of not overreacting to your enemy's attacks and trying to wait for timing. That's what I very much feel what this is. You see now, see they got punished for that attack. Okay, they've come in here, they've got punished for that attack and fallen back. Now, like if I think the far down unit would be enough. They got, well, not punished too bad. They took serious punishment and fell back, and they just took serious punishment. Right. Now again, part of the reason I'm doing this is to promote my channel up. Copy. Goes on Steam. If you haven't already, you can subscribe on YouTube and follow on Twitch if you like, which I'm also live there right now. So, if you want to see that, see other streams, I do a lot of historical games, more focusing on World War II than Middle Ages, but yeah, we may attack there. Now, yeah, I think it's better that we receive the charge there than we attack. And here, we could really push these guys, maybe. Okay, well. Let's come with our Huscarls. This is an elite unit here in the front. I could attack right there, but I'm going to attack here. Hopefully they won't run away. Because I wanted that to sort. I wanted a better result, but because I then wanted to bring that in to have 2 units focusing on 1 unit there. That is what I wanted to have happen. Okay, they're disrupted and we push back. Now that's not really what I wanted to happen, have them to charge out. Nope, they're going to continue to be ready to receive. Okay, they held firm. These guys are not going to do well. But I still have some sort of reserve here a bit. Melee. And I think we will try to wait out. Just not really worth. No, I think we will continue to. Okay, you attack there. Didn't go so well, it got pushed back. But now they got hit hard but held firm. I'm going to just turn you a little bit to maybe move you up there. Yeah, try not to be tempted. Well, I didn't want to go downhill. I just wanted to mess them up a bit. Because the more units I can mess up before the rest attack would be better. Okay, I think we're gonna... Oh, that's to get into the marshes, yeah. We're staying out of the marshes. Okay, yeah, these guys are supposed to run away. That's what they're supposed to do. They didn't like... That wasn't a bad running away. That was a good running away. Oh wow, those guys are really not doing well. To avoid getting beaten. And as those that are new to this can tell, that this is very much trying to do a very good representation of tabletop gaming rules, and I really do like it for that. Okay, they did well, they charged and retreated. They did just fair. Okay. falling back for the horses isn't necessarily a bad thing if they're doing well on the impact phase, because they just simply do more impact phases instead of getting stuck in melees that they may end up losing. But these guys know how to break. The AI is really trying to seek out my flanks there north while doing so cautiously. Okay, now they have come very deep into my rear here, and Aquitaine's going to charge. I probably should have shot arrows at him first. I don't know, maybe not. But we're going to do that, and these guys cannot attack here. They're disrupted. I don't want my flank turned, so I'm going to move that to there. Now, here, flank attack, because we're starting on their flank, because their facing was this way, and so they break. Unfortunately, these guys don't seem to be running off the hill. Okay, so we broke that unit. So that's what I wanted to have happen. I want to break some of their units. Now, I obviously the English lost, or the Anglo-Saxons, I should say, lost this battle historically, so I'm not like saying, oh, I'm going to win it, or anything like that. Okay, you guys, these are the ones that are running away. You guys come in here and fill there. Don't come any further down the hill if they break or run or not. I think they're just going to receive charge. Now here, fortunately I have this unit back here. Yeah, we're going to charge here to sort of protect. There, they fell back. Okay. Well, we're going to maybe leave that there, because that will still come up there. And what would be... Yeah, because not quite a flank attack, but... Yeah, this looks better. So we're going to initiate this there. They held firm, yes. And I could come in. No, we're gonna hit here where we think we can do the best with. Might want to straighten out the northern end of the line at some stage. Yeah. Well, right now I don't know if I should abandon this point and move him here, or do we want to be able to have him come in? Yeah, I do. Let's see. Can these guys? Yeah, no, they can't face yet, face straight out. But we do want to do that at some point. Absolutely. Okay, these guys are in the better shape. So those guys are disrupted. So if I can take them out, which obviously I didn't, but. Nope, we're just going to wait. Try to practice patience. Yeah, I missed the opportunity to have a good launch with these guys. Yeah, up here we might get a future good attack. Angle that way. Alright, let's wait. They auto brake. Not good. A lot of morale checks there. That isn't very good for us. They break good. I was waiting for them to break. Hoping they would break. They break good. To my understanding, historically, not that they would have won, but the Saxons were winning at the time of Godwinson's getting shot with the arrow. They're disrupted, but these guys are just doing really well. Those light javelin. Okay, they got pushed. Damn, don't go down the hill! Oh man, that's not good. Okay, you guys retreat back to here, fall back, and you held firm. Good. That's what I wanted to have happen there. Now here we have a bit of a hole in our line. Big hole line. Well, let's shoot at them. Fair with that. They're disrupted now in the second attack. We do hold firm. Okay, well here. Oh, you're running away now. Come on, come around here. Right, well we're gonna come up to here. With you and can you face? No. I have turned to face properly. Yeah, well, we're gonna try to hold here. Try being the up. Give me a word. Well, we have this hole blasted in the middle of us. Let's see if we can eliminate this basically trapped unit here. Let's turn at least. These guys are disrupted. Oh, no, undo that. We got these guys right here. Do we attack? I think we do. Okay. Basic also understood the battle. Consider shunting the northern end of the line if you're low on reserves. Yeah. I do think This would be a good way. Good. I want to take that. I want to get him here freed up to become something of a more frontline unit here. Not to have him look up in the air, but you know, look up at the sky. Just get them up there because I think his being a general there would be very helpful. Right in around here. It's going to do well, but maybe not too bad. No, not too bad. Again, they will auto-resolve all the things you don't do. It just you can decide to do it in what order that may be best beneficial for yourself. They weren't quite facing right, that it wasn't quite a flank attack there. They're good. They got disrupted for their attack. Very good. Wow, that embattled unit up there that went too far is doing very well, all things considered. Now that started on their flank, so it was a flank attack, which really is somewhat devastating for them. They fell back with the attack. No, that isn't good for us. Auto break, damn. Well, that might not good, but that might not be terrible for us. Let's see where their cavalry went, right? Giving me a flank attack on that may be good. Oh, come on, break. This guy here, break. They break. Good. Oh, good. They're fun. They're routing. They're routing. I don't know if the command range has anything really to do like with rallying the troops or anything. Okay, well. Up here. 12%. Okay, we'll do this first because this looks like it has the best chance of positive revolt. And that. Okay. We'll wait on that. Things that aren't going to go well and may cause morale checks somewhere else, we're going to wait till the end of the thing. Okay, well, you face that. You guys here. Oh, they can't. They're being pinned by these guys. Oh, man. Okay, damn. Wanted to hit them in the flank. So wanted to hit them in the flank. Hey Toy Jet, how you doing today? Unit, it says steady or something. Yeah, I mean you can see like, well it's the quality of the unit. You can see like good quality, poor quality. Not all units are the same in the game. And that's what they're trying to do with. That is the 76, 96. That's going to hopefully be the devastating blow. Nope. Maybe this will be the one that takes it out. Nope. We want this unit gone. Gone, gone, gone. Held firm after 3 attacks. I'm doing well. I heard you infected Eric. Is he getting any better? We are the Anglo-Saxons in the Battle of Hastings. We're this side here, facing against the Norman invasion. We're playing Harold Godwinson, who earlier defeated a bunch of Norwegians up in Stamford Bridge. I didn't play that battle, just the history of it. There we go. Break, routing. Good, runaway, route. Yes, your biological warfare experiments. Do we attack? Do we attack? Do we attack? It looks like maybe we attack here. I think now's the time to be aggressive. If we're going to be aggressive at all. I may be entirely wrong about this, but let's just... No, that didn't go as well as I'd hoped. Not that I'm trying to save this unit, I just wanted to lay back. That was going to happen anyways. Do what you can to weaken them. Yeah, not going to go well. Probably going to break. Well, they helped, wow. Let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, guys, let's see, what would this... Not good. Can't. You've got that there. Pinning me there, I don't like that at all. Okay, attack. Nope, they're doing better at just standing there. Okay, they're going to do a flank attack here if I don't attack them. Again, I probably should have had these guys. Oh, they fell back. Very good. Well, that means I can have these guys come up here, get in their face, and shoot the wood. Might as well organize them. Yeah, likely to break. They're disrupted. Okay, at least these guys are now free. These guys can sort of move this way. Yeah, we'll do this. Get them out here. Okay, just wanted to drive them off a bit more. Let's face these guys that way. We haven't fought out this battle yet. It's not going to go well. But this unit here is maybe... Well, John, no, not a break yet. I figure it's going to happen one way or another. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. The general here. Yeah, I want to, okay, well, I could shift him away from his house girls. Good quality troops. No, I may be mistaken. I'm hoping these guys run away. I'm going to try to bring him here to try to hold the center. Bring the unit and bring this unit. I guess he can march to here. Bring this unit this way. So this unit hopefully will just get out of my way and I'll be able to do that. At least that's what I'm hoping. I don't know that that's the best strategy, but that's what I'm hoping. Okay, guys. Well, again, they're going to try to charge me here, I do believe, if I don't. They'll probably, well, I don't know if they could. light infantrymen themselves out here. Oh, let's hit these guys. Yeah, okay. That's actually a bit better position maybe, because I don't think they can charge. I don't know if they even have the range to get to here, because I think they're considered knights, so it should just be 2 and hit. So yeah, that actually sort of helped. And we shot them in the face. Actually, the flank there. So we'll see how this goes. They're routing. These guys, yeah, okay, they find me. No, no, they've held firm, even without their general. They've held firm a long time there. I did not think they had it in them. Probably if I had kept the general there, they might have succeeded in some of their actions already. Okay, so now we hit the Flemish spearmen that are disrupted, and they do some slightly better damage. And then, yeah, I think there. Cannot come into contact there. Again, retreating units are in my way. These get faced right. 10% chance, 12% chance. They get better, slightly better chance. And that didn't work out well. Now they're disrupted. I'm just going to turn and face that way. These guys are going to continue marching this way. Nope, I think they're just going to sit there. Yep, do what you can. Yep, okay, so form up the line a bit there. These guys are just going to stand, they've already did their melee. Yeah, probably the front side is better to do first. And they're fragmented now. Let's do this. before that is any sort of morale check. After this guy. No, they hold firm somehow. Somehow they hold firm. I don't know how. Well, my line isn't doing very good. It sort of broke some time ago. Because it's sort of broken here in the middle. The northern end of it is actually holding reasonably well. I've been trying to get some of these units to shift down this way, but panicking units have been blocking their movement. Okay, let me get pushed back. Well, at least allows me to bring this up in here. Okay. Can't imagine him surviving this. So let's start here. Yep, like I said, I can't imagine it surviving. Now we can't turn these guys down. Yeah, you can see they're doing much better than I am right now. Yeah, they broke. They're disrupted, we get pushed back. No, I didn't quite want you to leave your ranks. Official at Gettysburg. Does the battle end at a certain time limit? There is a number of turns. I forget how many. We'll do you first this time. Okay, they break. Good. Routing. They're disrupted. Good. You're gonna win, not necessarily break them, but you're gonna win this coin toss or die roll or whatever. Okay, these guys are already dealing with that. So they're gonna get charged flank attack. These guys are gonna come in, flank attack on them. And I wanted to use them for filling up our frontline hole here, but well. fragment it. Alright, let's move back this way. I don't know that these guys are a lost cause, but we're going to move you up to there. We're going to face you this way, so we're no longer worrying about the flank with them. No, I think we're going to continue to just stand our ground here. Keep pushing them down a little bit. Well, neither of these outcomes look likely good. Well, I'm losing because if my morale, enough of my morale units break compared to theirs, they win. So even if I have some good steady units, if they've chased off enough of a percent of mine, I think it, like, not 40% of my down, but 40% more than their down is where I think the threshold is. And no, I don't read the things. I just know I gotta break as many of them as I can. No, I'm just gonna keep them sitting there because these guys are either gonna run away and I'm gonna break what little sort of format of a line I might have down here. Yep. Oh, we got latecomers arrive. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, okay. They're rowdy. So some of our men that have been marching down from Stamford Bridge or something just arrived. And since they haven't killed my king yet, that's good. This is all a muddle. I hardly know who's who here in all this mess. Break at some point. Firm. Okay, guys. Poor quality. Okay, just some more units. If we can get them up there, they might be able to hold some line or something. But we really don't want to advance them on the enemy. Okay, these guys are going to attack. They're going to. They run into the leads, right? What sort of time frame do you have to put those reinforcements to work? I am not sure. vaguely think it's like 25 turns, but I'm not sure. Shanto. Let's move these guys right into the line there. Yeah, I think maybe here. Well, since I don't have a lot of real forces to attack, they can continue to pick at me with their ranged weapons, archers, or whatever they have. Yeah, I didn't know that this is going to go great, but I'm going to get that melee in there to then hopefully have the third battle here do well and disrupt them. Well, didn't quite work. That is a general unit there, so I think it is. Sub-general, yes, G there. Probably should have done this one first. Yeah, we'll do this one first. We still may win this here, but yeah, really quick. That might have done a few more. Right, well, I think we're going to strike now instead of wait for them to clean me up down here. Shoot them in the face. Well, I hope these guys can be of some use. Get up to the battle in time. Let's let them have another turn here. Yeah, this isn't going well. Well, I'm about out of time here for today. But if you guys want to see this continued on my YouTube channel some other time, I will be doing it. Not right away, but you can follow me over there on Twitch. And there's a link to my YouTube channel so that you guys can continue there. Again, I'll remind everyone, Slytherin and Matrix games are on really good sales right now on Steam, so you might want to check out anything you want to get for your library. I do want to thank Shanto and Tan Cobite for chatting with me on Steam. Wasn't sure how many people were going to show up for that. Let me save this here. Repeat. So I can come back to it sometime. Probably won't take that long. Just get back out of this to finish this. So again, thanks everyone. It's been fun playing, been fun talking with you guys. So come play Cybermations with us. Not right now today, but sometime. Oh, let me also, I should also give you my Discord server here. A bunch of us, including like you've heard seen Toyjet and a few others here, often play together various games. You can join our Discord server as well. And come hang out with us and we'll see what's going on. So thanks everyone. See you next time.